It's Royal Rumble season. It's time to see how well you know the WWE Royal Rumble. Our trivia questions are for hardcore fans only. So let's see what you got. Do you know the WWE wrestler who ruined one of the most memorable moments in Royal Rumble history? The stars aligned at the 1990 Royal Rumble as Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior faced off for the first time in their careers. Entering at number 21, the Ultimate Warrior was the reigning WWF Intercontinental Champion and made his iconic entrance at a full sprint, quickly attacking everyone in the ring. The Warrior eliminated Dino Bravo, Jim Neidhart, Rick the Model Martel, Tito Santana, and Shawn Michaels. A few spots later at number 25, the WWF World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan entered the match and went right to work, eliminating the Honky Tonk Man, Haku, and Superfly Jimmy Snuka. All of those eliminations led to one of the most exciting and memorable moments in Royal Rumble history, when the Ultimate Warrior and the immortal Hulk Hogan came nose to nose. After some pushing and shoulder tackles, the two men crisscrossed in the ring. I have no explanation why, but then collided with a double clothesline which left both men on the mat until this next wrestler entered and ruined the moment. Do you remember which WWF Superstar it was that entered the Royal Rumble when Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior were laying down on the mat? It was the Barbarian. As one half of the Powers of Pain, the Barbarian was one scary dude. But he had no clue what to do when he went out there and saw the two biggest stars in the world just laying there. He dropped a couple elbows, a chop, and you kind of know it wasn't going well when they sent out Ravishing Rick Rude out before the timer went off, so they wouldn't completely lose the moment. Just because you won the Royal Rumble didn't always mean you got a WWF Championship match at WrestleMania. These days, we've gotten used to seeing the winner of the Royal Rumble pointing to that year's WrestleMania sign to show off that they are going to the main event of WrestleMania to fight the WWE Champion. But that wasn't always the case. The Royal Rumble debuted on the USA Network in 1988, rest in peace, with the first ever winner, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. The following year in 1989, it moved to pay-per-view, featuring Big John Studd as the winner, but also had the WWF champion Macho Man Randy Savage in the match. In the early years of the Royal Rumble, the winner of the match earned bragging rights, but not a shot at the WWF Championship. So here is your 4-part question. Do you know what year it became official that the winner of the Royal Rumble earned a shot at the WWF Championship at WrestleMania? Do you know who was the winner of that year's Royal Rumble? Do you know who was the last WWF superstar to be thrown out of the ring? And do you know how they were eliminated? Because it was odd. It was 1993. Julius Caesar himself officially announced that the winner of the Royal Rumble would earn a title shot at WrestleMania 9. The winner of that Royal Rumble was Yokozuna. Now to the harder questions. Yokozuna last eliminated Macho Man Randy Savage to win the match. But how he was eliminated was very bizarre. Savage tried to pin Yokozuna after hitting his famous elbow drop, but when Yokozuna kicked out of the pin attempt, he threw Macho Man out of the ring. Why did Macho Man Randy Savage try to pin Yokozuna? I have no idea. How did he go flying over the top rope from a kick out on a pin attempt? I have no idea. But it is one of the funniest endings to a Royal Rumble ever. Do you know who was the last WWE Superstar to be eliminated at the 1992 Royal Rumble? The 1992 Royal Rumble is considered to be one of the greatest Royal Rumbles of all time. And one of the main reasons was the fact that for the first time ever, the winner would be declared the brand new WWF World Heavyweight Champion. And that was because at the end of 1991, a controversial finish between WWF champion The Undertaker versus Hulk Hogan at the pay-per-view this Tuesday in Texas caused WWF President Jack Tunney to make the title vacant and announce the winner of the 1992 Royal Rumble would be the new WWF World Heavyweight Champion. Another reason why this Royal Rumble was so legendary is the fact that out of the 30 competitors, 19 are in the WWE Hall of Fame, including Shawn Michaels, Randy Macho Man Savage, Rowdy Roddy Piper, and Jake the Snake Roberts. Also, on the pay-per-view event, Rowdy Roddy Piper won his first and only singles WWF Championship when he beat the Mountie for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, we all know that Nature Boy Ric Flair was the eventual winner and became WWF Champion for the first time. But do you know who was the last person eliminated by Ric Flair? It was Sid Justice. Most people thought it was Hulk Hogan because he was heavily involved with the ending. But after Sid Justice threw out his friend Hulk Hogan, an argument started and Hogan grabbed Justice's arm and held him just long enough for Flair to throw him out. This was also a pivotal moment at the end of the Hulkamania run, as the crowd was heavily cheering Sid Justice. Do you know the original plan for the Royal Rumble in 1997? Because it wasn't supposed to be Stone Cold Steve Austin as the winner. The 1997 Royal Rumble took place in San Antonio, Texas. Over 60,000 fans jam-packed the Alamo Dome, which was the largest crowd to witness a Royal Rumble up to that point. This was one of the rare occasions where the main event of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view was not the Royal Rumble match. It was headlined by the WWF champion Psycho Sid, taking on the hometown favorite son of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. This was a really interesting Royal Rumble, as it featured stars like Jake the Snake Roberts and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Owen Hart, Mark Marrow, Farouk, Bret the Hitman Hart, the Fake Diesel, Terry Funk. But it also featured members from the AAA wrestling promotion in Mexico, including Mil Mascaras. Now, we know that Stone Cold Steve Austin was the eventual winner, but not without controversy, as he was thrown out earlier in the match, but without the referees actually seeing it. So he quickly jumped back into the ring, tossed out Vader, The Undertaker, and Bret the Hitman Hart, and was declared the winner of the Royal Rumble. But do you know the original plan for the Royal Rumble match? The winner was going to be Bret the Hitman Hart. But for the diehard fans out there, you may remember a show called WWF Livewire, which debuted in 1996, and it showed on Saturday mornings and took live phone calls from viewers and was a live broadcast. Well, on that show was a commentator by the name of Vic Venom, who you probably know as Vince Russo. And shortly before the Royal Rumble, he made his prediction and said it was obvious that Bret the Hitman Hart was going to win the Royal Rumble. Well, that statement made Vince McMahon go crazy. And this moment made Vince McMahon change who he had as the winner. So instead of Bret the Hitman Hart winning the 1997 Royal Rumble, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin.